Hi, today we will be discussing what I like to call the shotgun sidearm. Firstly, we'll discuss how you kit it, with what ammunition you use it. Secondly, how do you use the weapon efficiently, namely explaining the point blank mechanic. And in the last part, we will see some clips I gathered personally to show how you effectively use it on the battlefield. So, let's get right into it. Here is an M42A2 pump shotgun loaded with buckshot. This is the shotgun sidearm, kitted with at bare minimum the following attachments: a nitrated bayonet used for melee damage for the gun. In order to bash, you simply trigger combat mode and right click where you want to hit it. The nitrated bayonet makes it so we do more melee damage. Pretty straightforward. We will also be using the magnetic harness, making it so as long as you are wearing magnetized armor, in this case the M3 pattern mine armor, and your suit storage is empty, as you can see here it is, I cannot lose it. I will try to drop it, it snaps back into place. I'll try to throw it, it's back into my suit storage. In a game where there's many entities, enemies, namely xenonids, that will try to fling you around, punch you down, shake you down, this is vital for a reliable sidearm. Now, I mentioned these were the bare minimum attachments for the weapon, but there's a few more you can pair it with. To be short, there's the underbarrel extinguisher, the underbarrel flashlight grip, and lastly the M42A2 wooden stock. These are mostly straightforward, but for all purposes, let's focus on these two. The flashlight grip gives you a near permanent, since you can't use the weapon, circle of light around yourself, useful for marines who either go alone, don't pack flares, or simply got devoured and are in quite the pickle. And then the wooden stock. Now keep in mind the wheel delay it adds does not matter for us, as we'll simply just pull out the weapon whenever and shoot it. The wheel delay does not affect that and lets us point blank, as of now, no matter when. But most importantly, it gives us 5 free melee damage, which is the main goal here. Now, the title says shotgun sidearm. So how do you use it as a sidearm? Well, here you can see the shotgun is resting on my back, and here is an M54C assault rifle MK2, your regular weapon, my favorite. So, how do you use it as a primary if your back slot is occupied? Well, contrary to the common misconception, you can just hold it in your hand, like that. If you need to pull out the shotgun, F with the other hand, boom. Even with a little bit of mental memory, you can just swap it around, no problem. And if, let's say, an MP is being quite annoying shipside and tells you to holster your weapon because you are Chad and you're a robust marine, well, you can simply put it on your back. It's pretty fashionable, and it works. So, now onto the damage. How deadly is a shotgun? Well, first off, it is deadly only in close range, or at least with buckshot. Here you can see I will shoot a shot of buckshot. The bullets fly fast, but in a wide cone. I will just aim straight down and they will spread out on 2 tiles. So we want to be close to the target, and we'll see why that is even more important later on. So, how much damage do we do? Well, we do 63.7 4 times. That is about 250 damage of brute. That is pretty good for most cases. But here, we will be looking at a more interesting mechanic, what is commonly called point blank hits. In order to do a point blank hit, you need 2 things. To be standing in a 1.5 tile radius at maximum of the target, and to sprite click the target when you shoot. I will demonstrate. Here is my target. Use my hands. I will pull out my shotgun, be sure I stand in a 1.5 tile radius max. Here is the approximately 1.5. I will sprite click use my hands by simply mousing over him while he's just sitting there. He now got knocked back and stunned. Also crit because I hit him hard. You can see I did much more than 2 50 damage. This is because of some reason of the base damage of the shotgun. Now, this is pretty good. This means that for some entities you can knock them back, stun them, and do high damage. This is good for a sidearm, and even better when you consider the list of xenonids that get stunned and knocked back by the shotgun sidearm. These are not high-ranking ones, but quite numerous. As you can see here, you have, in order, drone, runner, sentinel, defender, burrower, lurker, spitter, and warrior. All 8 of them can be stunned. This makes it for an excellent survival tool if you are, for example, traveling alone. If either of these jump you, if you have a single split-second time window where you can just stand up, press F, and hit them with a point blank, you might very well win the encounter. As you can see here, the runner has been knocked back and stunned, but because of their low health, if you hit all pellets, they will go crit instantly. So what do you do to finish them off? Simply smack them. Now do keep in mind, for certain case, namely defender, they can crest down. This makes the point blank not worth it. It simply won't work. So do keep that in mind. But for all the others, if you're ever in a pickle, be sure to pull out your shotgun sidearm. Alright, on to the first clip. Here I am on New Verdadero. Do keep in mind it's a bit old, and I'm currently backlining. I'm on the side with my XM88 and my shotgun sidearm. Back then you were able to put underbarrel flamethrowers on it. Now this is just how it's gonna play out. I see the runners going around a bit, just taunting a little bit, and here is the first mistake of the runner that I will take advantage of. It went into the little corner right there, and that's where I will make my play. I will go in, take out my shotgun sidearm, flame the path, and then carefully hit the point blank. It might look a little jank, but that's how it is with replays. It's the best I could do. And see, now it is on fire and injured. It's not dead because of how tanky it gets as an acid runner. It gets a bit more armor and a lot more health compared to the base runner. So now it's injured and scared. I will simply put the chase. Now I might have stepped into the fire thanks to wonderful pixel movement, but that won't stop me. I go in, keep rushing, and just peek the angle. Thanks to him being on fire, he will go down, laying on the floor. The carrier might be there to pull them, but thankfully I get a shot in, another shot, and they're dead. This was a demonstration on how you can use the shotgun sidearm effectively for pure damage. Now do bear in mind, this is a bit old, and the fire might have helped, but this is simply a representation of how you can hit the enemy and secure the kill thanks to a lot of damage. If the fire purely was there, I couldn't have secured the kill. On to the second clip. This time I am Bravo squad lead on Chance's claim. Usual loadout, albeit a bit unusual for a squad lead you would say, XM88 heavy rifle and the classic shotgun sidearm, this time equipped with an underbarrel flamer. Here ASO has reported us on Bravo comms that IO is in trouble at comms. I quickly gather my team and move out. Just a little bit of flagical here. Only my corpsmen follow me, the rest is a bit flaccid, but doesn't matter. Now I engage. Thanks to my XM88 scope, I can find them. The IO is reporting capped on the radio, as you can see here, but it doesn't matter, because I have the shotgun sidearm with me. Here, you can see I unwheeled my XM, and the lurker is getting range. In this clip, I will quickly pull out the shotgun and give it a nice point blank. Point blank once, it is stunned and took more damage from hitting the floodlight. Bab them once with the shotgun, 3 damage from the bayonet. And lastly, the second hit. Here, IO saved, lurker dead. This is likely the pinnacle of the shotgun sidearm. Quick answer time, and if I had likely any other weapon, the lurker would have made it out. Thanks to the knockback of the shotgun, I took care of this young lurker. Now, of course, you might argue that the young lurker could have played better, but this is simply to represent and show you how effective the shotgun sidearm can be against a player that's, 3 hours, so that's at least what? Maybe 300 hours of Tino, if I remember. Alright, for the last clip, I will be demonstrating how the shotgun sidearm can be more of a support tool for your team than a pure survivability weapon. Here we have a very recent round on New Vedadero I played. This is up to date. The most recent update was before this round. And here we are in a position with the group I am in where we are retreating from the front line after the queen just hit us in the flank. You can see the injured queen northeast. And here you can see a vampire lurker that is about to prowl on us from the north. I will see what happens. Here he jumped me and injured me, of course. However, by doing this, he got the attention of the entire group, the SGO, the spotter, and the Charlie Squad lead, as you will see. You can see here that I have unwielded my M54C. I am ready to point blank him. In a very small fraction of a second, pull it out, point blank. Now the vampire lurker has the attention of all four of us and is going to die because of the point blank. He's been injured, but most importantly, he's been stunned, slowed down, and focused down. As you can see, he tries to flee, but he dies. This is a good demonstration of how you can use the shotgun sidearm not just as a murdering tool, but also as a support weapon to secure kills. Alright, I believe this covers proper what I like to call the shotgun sidearm. It's a way that you can use a weapon further once you got more advanced with the basic mechanics of the game to help your team better, have more survivability, and personally, a bit more fun. Thank you for watching, obviously. I know my mic isn't the best, nor my speech. Next time I might write a script since I'm just going yellow and taking 500 takes each time. Anywho, if you want to share anything, comments below, usual business. Um, the description has everything. If somehow you found this video and have no idea what you're looking at, well, the game and the game's Discord is in the description again. And I will perhaps see you on the next one, hypothetically, if I can be bothered to record another video with my free time. Thank you for watching.